There lived a person whose world was a storm of emotions. Meet our protagonist, Alex, a name that once resonated with joy and hope, but had now become synonymous with inner turmoil. Alex's emotions were like wild horses, untamed and uncontrollable. Happiness would often transform into euphoria, while sadness would plunge into the depths of despair. Love was a roller coaster, and anger, a tempest that left destruction in its wake. This emotional tumult had become a burden that weighed down every aspect of Alex's life. Work was a constant challenge. Alex's mood swings affected productivity, making it difficult to hold down a job. Relationships were strained as friends and loved ones struggled to keep up with the unpredictable emotional roller coaster. The chaos of these emotions haunted Alex's nights, making sleep a rare and cherished visitor. One evening, as the rain fell gently against the window pane, Alex sat alone in the dimly lit apartment, contemplating the shadows of their own mind. It was at this moment of profound despair that a glimmer of hope began to emerge. The turning point came unexpectedly. Alex, in search of solace, wandered into a nearby park, where a serene figure in saffron robes caught their attention. It was a Buddhist monk, sitting cross-legged beneath a tree, exuding an aura of tranquility that seemed almost otherworldly. Approaching with skepticism, but an undeniable curiosity, Alex struck up a conversation with the monk. The initial words exchanged were hesitant, like the opening notes of a symphony yet to find its rhythm. The monk listened attentively, his eyes filled with compassion, as Alex poured out their heart, revealing the turmoil within. The monk, named Bhante, listened without judgment or interruption. His calm demeanor was a stark contrast to Alex's emotional tempest. With a voice like a gentle breeze, Bhante spoke words that resonated deeply within Alex's soul. He spoke of the teachings of Buddhism, of the path to inner peace, and the concept of becoming emotionless. Over the following weeks, Alex began to meet with Bhante regularly, absorbing the wisdom of Buddhism like a parched desert soaking in rain. Bhante introduced Alex to the core principles of Buddhism, emphasizing the importance of detachment and the impermanence of emotions. Emotions are like passing clouds, Bhante explained. They come and go, but they are not who you are. Attachments to these fleeting emotions are the root of your suffering. Alex, once a skeptic, started to see the truth in Bhante's words. The concept of detachment resonated deeply, offering a glimmer of hope in the storm of emotions that had raged for so long. As their conversations continued, Bhante introduced Alex to the Four Noble Truths of Buddhism. Each truth was like a stepping stone across a turbulent river, guiding Alex toward the other shore of emotional tranquility. The first noble truth spoke of suffering, the recognition that suffering is an inherent part of human existence. Alex realized that their emotional turmoil was indeed a form of suffering, and this acknowledgement was the first step towards healing. The second noble truth explained the origins of suffering, pointing to attachment and desire as the root causes. Alex's attachment to their ever-changing emotions became painfully clear. The third noble truth illuminated the possibility of liberation from suffering. Bhante taught Alex that it was possible to transcend this cycle of suffering and find lasting happiness and inner peace. The fourth noble truth outlined the Eightfold Path, a practical guide to living a balanced and mindful life. It was here that Alex began to see a roadmap to becoming emotionless, in the Buddhist sense. The Eightfold Path, like a map to the heart's desires, offered a clear path out of the labyrinth of emotions. Alex started to incorporate these principles into their daily life, step by step. The first step, right view, was about gaining a clear understanding of the nature of reality. Alex began to see that their emotions were transient, and clinging to them only perpetuated suffering. Right intention focused on cultivating wholesome thoughts and intentions. Alex practiced letting go of anger and cultivating compassion, slowly reshaping the landscape of their mind. Right speech, the third step, emphasized the importance of honest and kind communication. Alex started to mend broken relationships by speaking from the heart, free from malice. Right action encouraged ethical behavior. Alex took steps to live in harmony with others and the world around them, recognizing that their actions had a profound impact on their emotional state. Right livelihood led Alex to pursue a job that aligned with their newfound values and principles, a decision that brought a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Right effort and right mindfulness were the next steps on the path. Through meditation and mindfulness practices, Alex learned to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment. It was in this space of awareness that they began to discover the power to transform their inner world. Right concentration, the final step, allowed Alex to develop a focused and serene mind through meditation. This inner calm was like a fortress against the storms of emotions. Inspired by Bhante's teachings and their own budding understanding of Buddhism, Alex made a life-altering decision. They decided to embark on a journey to a remote Buddhist monastery nestled in the heart of the mountains. The journey to the monastery was arduous, a physical and emotional test of endurance. Alex trekked through rugged terrain, facing fatigue, self-doubt, and even moments of despair. It was as though the universe itself was testing their resolve. But amidst the challenges, there was a growing sense of determination. Alex knew that this journey was the bridge to a new life, a life free from the relentless grip of emotions. Arriving at the monastery, Alex was greeted by a life of simplicity and mindfulness. The monastery was a haven of serenity, a place where time seemed to slow down, and the cacophony of the outside world faded into insignificance. The daily routine was structured around meditation, communal work, and contemplation. Alex woke with the rising sun and joined the monks in meditation, their minds gradually becoming still like the surface of a tranquil pond. The simple act of mindful eating, savoring each bite, brought a new appreciation for the present moment. Interactions with the monks and fellow seekers were marked by kindness, compassion, and a sense of shared purpose. Alex felt a sense of belonging and support that had been absent in their previous life. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. In the silence and solitude of the monastery, Alex began to feel the grip of their emotions loosen. The storm within gradually gave way to a calm and peaceful sea. As the days passed, Alex embarked on a journey into the depths of their own psyche. In the sanctuary of meditation, they confronted their inner demons and the shadows that had haunted them for years. There were moments of intense struggle, tears shed in the stillness of the meditation hall, and nights filled with vivid dreams that mirrored the battles being waged within. But through it all, Alex persevered, guided by the teachings of Bhante and the unwavering support of the monastery community. In these moments of introspection, Alex discovered that their emotions were not their enemies but messengers. Each emotion carried a message, a lesson about the self and the world. By embracing these messengers with compassion and understanding, Alex began to unravel the tangled web of their own psyche. One day, as Alex sat in meditation, a profound realization washed over them like a gentle rain. They understood that the path to becoming emotionless, in the Buddhist sense, was not about suppressing or eliminating emotions, but about accepting them with equanimity. Emotions, like waves on the ocean, would always rise and fall. Alex learned to ride these waves with grace and poise, no longer clinging to the highs or resisting the lows. They discovered that by accepting their emotions without judgment, they gained a sense of inner freedom and peace. It was a revelation that brought tears of gratitude and a newfound sense of lightness. The burden of emotional turmoil had lifted, leaving behind a profound sense of liberation. After spending a significant amount of time at the monastery, Alex faced the inevitable return to the outside world. The monastery had been a cocoon of serenity, but now they had to test their newfound emotional balance in the chaos of daily life. Returning to the city, Alex encountered old triggers and challenges. The traffic jams, the demanding job, and the fast-paced lifestyle were like gusts of wind threatening to disrupt their inner calm. But armed with the teachings of Buddhism and their own inner strength, Alex navigated these challenges with resilience. They found that the mindfulness practices they had cultivated at the monastery were like a shield against the onslaught of external pressures. Instead of being swept away by the currents of emotions, Alex remained anchored in their newfound emotional balance. Inspired by their journey, Alex decided to share their experiences and newfound wisdom with others who were struggling with emotions. They began offering mindfulness workshops and meditation classes, becoming a beacon of hope for those in need. Through their teachings, Alex emphasized the transformative power of acceptance and mindfulness. They taught others to embrace their emotions as allies on the path to self-discovery and inner peace. The ripple effect of their teachings started to touch the lives of many, creating a community of seekers on the path to emotional mastery. Alex's own journey had come full circle, from a place of overwhelming emotions to becoming a source of inspiration and guidance for others. It was a role they embraced with humility and gratitude. As the years passed, Alex's transformation was complete. They had become a living testament to the power of Buddhism's teachings. No longer a slave to their emotions, they had achieved emotional balance and inner peace. The storm that had once raged within them had given way to a deep and abiding calm. Alex had become emotionless, not in the sense of devoid of emotions, but in the sense of being free from their tyranny. Emotions were no longer the driving force of their life. Instead, they were the colors that painted the canvas of their existence. In the twilight of their life, Alex looked back on their journey with gratitude. The encounter with Bhante, the teachings of Buddhism, the trials and tribulations of the monastery, and the return to the world. They were all part of a beautiful tapestry that told the story of transformation. Alex faced it with a serene smile, knowing that the path they had walked had led them to a place of profound peace and contentment. The storm had given way to the stillness of a tranquil sea, and in that stillness, they had found their true self.